So I would just want to talk about the essentials of the clarinet, talking about where your hands go, how you move them, talk about proper posture when you're playing, and then talking about embouchure and articulation. So to start with, you want to just kind of hold the clarinet carefully with your right hand while you're getting used to where you put your left hand. You're going to start with, there are 3 holes here in the clarinet. 2 of them have the keys kind of with them, and then the last one's just a hole. So you're going to want to put your pointer finger, middle finger, and ring finger on those. And then on the back, there's 1 hole here by this key that you're going to want to put your thumb on. And put your thumb in such a way that the end of it can still reach that key up there, the register key. So thumb, 1, 2, 3. And then last is your pinky. So you'll see, you don't want to press this one here, but you want to get find the keys that come up from the lower half and press that. Not that one. And press the one that kind of sticks upward, the one closest to the middle of the clarinet. And press that one there. And with your left hand, you want to hold it in such a way that your fingers actually kind of come just a little bit down toward the holes in the keys. And that makes it easier as you get later with being able to press keys on the side and up here, as well as it makes your pinky be able to reach more easily down with this key. Alright, and then next, so make sure you're holding it with your left hand, don't want to drop it. Then you get your right hand here, and you've got this little area right here, which is going to be your thumb rest. Now, make sure you don't have you don't want it like nestled up into your palm, but you also don't want it all the way at the end so that it's, resting on the tip of your thumb, but rather kind of in between that first knuckle and the cuticle of your finger, or of your thumb. Rest it there, just kind of get a feel for that a minute. If you can, keep your left hand in the same spot, but otherwise just hold it so that way you're not dropping it. Then with your right hand, you got the next 3 holes for, again, pointer, middle, and ring finger. And then the pinky actually doesn't go on the next key up. You have 4 keys here, down here at the bottom, and on the outer ones, you want to have your pinky resting on the lower of the 2. So, thumb, pointer, middle, ring, pinky. Thumb holding it up, pointer, middle, ring, pinky down to the bottom. And then with the right hand, you'll see that the fingers come a little more, they want to be pretty perpendicular. So compared to the left hand again with that more angled down. So with all of that, as you move your fingers, you want to move them as a digit. So you kind of here. Let's see if I can get this. You want to move the whole thing from back here. You don't want to be arching it back and forth and squishing it in and out. Or once again, move it like you're going to be like tapping on a desk or something. So take a moment to get your fingers back there. And then don't worry too much about getting it right in your mouth just first, but you want to just kind of bring the mouthpiece and the reed up to your mouth, and pay attention to having the clarinet wants to be about a 30-degree angle out from your body, or 30, 35-ish. So you don't want to, it's not a horn, but you're also not setting it down into your lap and playing straight down. So you want to kind of almost aim between your knees, but get about a 30-degree angle away from your body, and then, so just hold on to the clarinet carefully, and you want to think about sitting very upright and straight. You don't want to be too worried about really stretching up, but have just kind of a good posture sitting up straight. Think about maybe a string pulling your head up. You got not quite in the angle there. That you just kind of want to imagine that something is hold you upright, so that way you're not stretching for it, but you're not slouching down either. And then usually don't sit against the back of the chair if you can, but if you need to, then you can. Otherwise, sit maybe kind of towards the front so that you can have your feet nice and flat on the ground. Set everything back up. All your fingers all the way down. Got about a 30-degree angle. Upright, feet on the ground. So next, talking about embouchure. You want to find where the reed meets the mouthpiece, which might take something kind of smaller, maybe, and this is a little thicker because it's more of a cardstock, but still. And you want to very, very carefully, you don't want to chip the reed, put the piece of paper between the reed and the mouthpiece, just kind of see where it sits, and then make a note of that mentally about how far down it is, which, as Dr. White also pointed out, it's about a fingernail's length. Maybe, at least for me, it's about the width of my pinky nail down. So, make a note of that. Fingers back in the right spot. And then, on the top, you're going to want to put your teeth, the bottom of your upper teeth, on the top of the mouthpiece. And then, your lower lip is going to come under. And what you want to make sure, just a moment, what you want to make sure is that you have a long, flat chin. You don't want it to be all bunched up, but you want it to just be a long, flat chin. The corners of your mouth should be firm and pressing equally in all around. So, get a feel for that. Upper teeth on, lip underneath. And a long, flat chin. And then bring the corners of your mouth in. Kind of like you're sucking in through a big straw, like you're getting a malt. And then with your tongue, you want to think E. And with your lips, you want to think ooh. Almost like a pucker inside your mouth, kind of. And so with those tight corners, you shouldn't have your cheeks puffing out. Your lower lip should be just a little over your lower teeth, but it shouldn't be way underneath. It's not going to be whole, but just a little bit. And resting on the mouthpiece. And then with this embouchure, it should pretty well stay the same no matter what range you're playing in. But a few things we'll have to change otherwise, but the embouchure stays pretty well the same. And then for articulating, you should articulate with the top of the tongue touching near the tip of the reed, which is a lot of T's. And thinking that, think T, T, or D, D as you play. So let's just do maybe thumb 1, 2, 3 as a note. We got teeth, lower lip, long flat chin, and then just that's T, and thinking D. So T will be a little more articulate, which makes sense for articulation, and D will be a little softer of a sound. That's it.